Good afternoon, everybody, and a merry, still getting used to this, sorry. Gaming Doc, thank you so much for the 33-month resub. I really appreciate it. Last Prime sub for the year. Sorry if nobody could hear the alert. It was kind of playing during the ad that I was playing, but still, very appreciated. But hello everybody, welcome to my Tuesday afternoon stream. As usual, before we get started with some more Pokemon Sword DLC, I just want to very quickly run down my current schedule that we're currently going to be going through this week. There were some actual notable changes, so there are some differences here, so you know, don't tune this out if you've been to a recent stream. So today, in addition to playing Pokemon Sword, this evening, I will be joining my good buddy Adirondack Rick over at his channel, twitch.tv/AdirondackRick. I have it there in the chat. He's going to be playing some Mario Party Superstars. As part of his the 12 multiplayer days of Christmas stream special that he's basically doing. We're going to be going live at around 8 p.m. It might be a little bit afterwards, so if we're not live quite then and there, just wait. But yeah, it's going to be me, Rick, KillerApp23, I believe, and maybe someone else. Haven't really 100% decided that yet. But that's going to be happening later tonight after this stream concludes. Not right after. There might be like an hour or two of breathing room in between, but still, that will be happening tonight. And that will actually be the only multiplayer stream this week. Well, actually, I guess I don't know that for certain yet, but what I'm alluding to is that me and Odin will not be going live tomorrow. He's got some family, wife's family coming in tomorrow. So as a result, he's going to be occupied. So once again, we're taking this Wednesday off, which is no surprise. It's the holidays, so that's bound to happen. But we will get back with you guys the following week. We do want to start planning out the next Subspace Emissary session as well. So there will be no stream on SGM tomorrow night. There could still be a stream, though. I know that me and Bowser Girl have kind of talked about throwing out a stream together or something recently. And, you know, if that doesn't even pan out, I might even stream tomorrow anyway and do, like, another bonus session of Pokemon Sword, just because I kind of want to make some more progress so I can move on to some other things I want to showcase for you guys. But we'll see what happens. I'll let you guys know what's exactly going on tomorrow. I may want to also use tomorrow to do some editing as well, since I want to finish Pokemon Emerald so badly. So I can actually move on to something else on my YouTube channel and just be done with that project. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm not ruling out anything. The only thing I do know is that me and Odin will not be streaming tomorrow. Friday, the plan is still to start Mario Party DS for the Thank God It's Mario Party Friday streams. We're not going to have a poll for this first week. I'll probably start incorporating the polls afterwards. There's not a lot of boards in that game, though, so the polls won't be too and far between. But we'll start working on that game. I still need to test and make sure that my DS capture card is still working, which I don't see why it wouldn't, but you never know. DS recording has always been a little finicky, so we'll see what happens with that. And then this weekend, on New Year's Eve, we are still doing the weekly async for Link to the Past randomizer. I don't know who's picking the settings yet, so we'll find that out then. Cass, maybe you should stop just... stop calling me out. Just Just don't do the command when there's no poll going on. There's no need to. Frickin' Cass. Always calling me out on my laziness to update my commands. So, yeah, that's going to be Saturday. Sunday, New Year's Day, I'll probably do some Pokemon. I'll finally do some Pokemon on a Sunday. Have not done that since I've restarted the DLC, so I'd like to get back into that just to make a little more progress. So after I get home from work on Sunday, which I do believe I am having to go to work that day, we'll start working on Sunday streams again. And that's about it. I'm still going to be going with Pokemon Sword DLC until I finish it up, until I feel like it's done. I do have some things planned for after the DLC. I have a game I want to showcase for you guys called Floppy Nights. I got a Steam key for the game. The artist of the game was actually part of the Dicey Dungeons artwork team. And the game itself is kind of a real-time strategy, deck building type of game. So, should be interesting. I definitely want to check it out, so I'll check that out after I finish up with Pokemon Sword. And then I want to actually probably start hosting some polls of some games that I kind of want to check out. I want to see what you guys would be interested in me showcasing. There are some games I'd like to pick up for the holidays with like holiday money and stuff. Some other games from this past year that I need to add to my collection. And those could potentially appear on the list as well. Not going to give any spoilers or hints about that yet, but just something you guys can expect. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go ahead and get things started here. Sorry for the long-winded spiel as usual, but if you know me, you guys know that I love to talk, so that's just the way it is. Okay, so a couple of things. I have done some Pokemon grinding, and I actually did get some new Pokemon as well. I did go ahead and do my happiness evolutions, so I have Lopunny now. My Buneary evolved into Lopunny, and what are some of the other happiness evolutions I did? Oh yeah, I got Azumarill to Marill. I'll start working on them to get to Azumarill. I also got some of these taken care of. There was another happiness evolution. I can't remember. Let me go to the end here. Well, if it's here, I don't see it. Maybe it's in my list here, potentially. I have no idea anymore. I think it's somewhere in here. These are all neutrals, so... Okay, it has to be here. I can't find it for some reason. Well, either way, let's go ahead and just move on anyway. It's probably not too important. But one thing I did want to do before I got too into this... Oh yeah, I also Larvesta. I went ahead and got Larvesta close to its evolution level. Its evolution level is 59, and that's a ridiculously high evolution level, so instead of making you guys sit through all of that, I decided to go ahead and just raise it up on my own. Just to get it done. Where's Happiny? Okay, here we are. I think I also raised Kubfu's happiness a little bit, too. I might need to raise it up like actual levels, though. Oh, Igglybuff to Jigglypuff. That's one thing I did. But yeah, I want to get Happiny up. I can also get these guys evolved, too. Magneton and Jigglypuff, so I'll probably do that as well. For now, though, I'll keep Glaceon out. Actually, no. I'll put them back. I feel like these guys should be able to handle Pokemon I'm currently raising. Let me just go ahead and put these guys evolved. Yeah, I think Leafeon could use a bit of a break, because Leafeon's like at level 90 now, so it doesn't exactly need experience too much. Do you still have the Oval Stone? You do not. Okay, so I need to give that to you. Let's go ahead and evolve these guys. I think the evolution stones are up here. Moonstone. Let's give this to Jigglypuff. Jiggly, jiggly, jiggly. Okay, I'll stop. So one change that they actually made in this game, they actually altered some of the evolutions, where Magneton into Magnezone, I think in Gen 4 he had to be like next to a specific stone or something, like a stone in the overworld. In this game he just used the Thunderstone. Which honestly, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I think that's a good way to fix these evolutions, I guess. So there we go. We now have Magnezone as well. I still need those items for the Slowpoke, which I can figure that out later. So let's go ahead and put you guys. Jiggly, 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 jiggly. Are you guys... Okay, yeah, you guys are neutral. I like having all of my neutrals together, which... I don't know why Hawlucha's all by itself, and it's a neutral. Maybe I just didn't... Maybe when I was catching Pokemon, I didn't really pay attention to that. Also, this is just a, like, a Dynamax one, so I probably got this from, like, a raid or something. Okay, here we go. Toxic will trade this, put... Great, I just... Oh, there it is. It's like, I just lost the Hawlucha. Yeah, you had to be inside Mount Coronet or Chargestone Cave. Not in this gen, though, and I'm honestly okay with that. Some of you guys have very early evolution levels, so it shouldn't be too hard. I know that this is early. I think this is like level 34 during the day, so I do want to kind of get this one working pretty quickly. You guys kind of have early. There we go. So I'm just going to very quickly fly to an earlier area just to get some easy EXP so I don't power level them. I mainly want to do this just so I can get Happiny evolved. They just traded one Cumbersome evolution for another one. Yeah, that was quite the evolution when I went to go get that one. I had like some issues getting that one to trigger too. Had something to do with like whatever the welding counter was doing before that. I don't remember all the specifics. I just remember that one took me a while to trigger for some reason. Okay. Okay. Happiny did get like 4 levels, but that's fun. Now, I have another Happiness evolution to get Chansey to Blissey, but I'll just probably do that off camera. That shouldn't be too bad. Ooh, Tail Whip. Yeah, you're learning that. I don't know why. It's not often you see, oh, they're trying to learn Tail Whip. Which is usually like one of the first moves that a Pokemon has, like naturally anyway. Okay. So Chansey, I'll put you back. Work Happiness on you later. Now I want to get Popplio out. We'll go to a slightly better location. Honestly, the sand area is probably fun. Another EMS. Hey, remember when it was sunlight? Well, not anymore. Ooh, Ice Beam's effective. You like that? Oh, 32? Okay, this is going to be probably a bit power leveling, but that's okay. Okay, it wasn't too much. Keep all moves. Rapid Spin is a move I've kind of started to appreciate more over the years. Maybe not a move you have like, you know, late game, but kind of an early game move I think it's pretty good. Did you ever figure out the Dynamax candy? I mean, not really, but I'm not really focused on that aspect of the game too much, if I'm being honest. Baby doll eyes. I say the biggest glow up still. Yeah, Leech Life is insane now. I still remember, like, seeing, like, a Zubat in Gen 7. I was like, oh, it's using Absorb or Mega Drain instead of Leech Life. That's interesting. And then all of a sudden I see someone attack with Leech Life, like, that did a lot more damage than I thought it should. And then, well, it turns out there was a reason for that. Sure, Meryl, you can learn Slam. You know what? Maybe it was a TM that I found. Maybe we found that same TM. That could be it. In fact, that's probably pretty likely. Yo, look, it's Bowser Girl, the Torkoal. Oh, come on. Oh, it's actually a female, too, so it's perfect. Hey, Protect, my least favorite move in Pokemon. Okay, well that should evolve both Squirtle and Popplio. I still have to get Meryl up there, though. Frickin' Alan being a drama queen. No, I'm kidding. I'll always associate Meryl with Alan now. That's just the way it is. Ooh, Icy Wind. I like that. Squirtle! Wartortle! Charmeleon Wartortle! Oh, okay, I guess Popplio is a little higher than that. It's probably like 17 or 18 or something. Which, if it's 18, I have to get Alan up there. I mean, I keep calling it Alan. Sing. Yeah, you don't need to sing. There it goes. I always forget the second form's name. I think it's like, isn't it like Brion or something? Yeah, Brion. Brion. Okay, one more. Had to restart your phone because the apps weren't working. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hi, Tim. Not that Alan. Alan Edgehead. I'm imagining him saying, "Ooh." He'd probably say it in a funny way. Okay. There we go. We have Azumarill now. Thank God. Okay, so I'm going to make a quick change to my party. I'm going to switch out Meryl or Azumarill for the Mantis Pokemon. Lurantis or something. Fomantis. Lurantis is the evolution. Okay. Okay, put you here. God, I have so many, like, trade fodder Pokemon. I need to, at some point, like, redo my boxes and get rid of some Pokemon. I guess I could ask this question, but is there a way where I could just, like, give away Pokemon without giving something in return? Because I kind of just want to find a way where I can do that, just to give people Pokemon. That sucks. That sucks. I have all these Pokemon I can't get rid of now. I mean, I could just release them, I guess. I guess that's the most sensible way of doing it, but... Okay. What area was I working on? As far as these Digletts. Okay, we're going to the deserts. We'll go to the desert first, since there's only like one or two of them. You can mass release Pokemon with Home, just use the free version. I'm lazy. That doesn't sound good to me. Hot Bottom Desert. We're actually getting pretty close to being done with all the Diglett. Okay, it looks like it's just sunny. It's not like a sandstorm. Which is good. I don't think we've gotten... I think we've probably gotten everything in here, though. Yeah. According to this, we have. Someone's probably got the paid version so you can send them off in style. That's true. I think I do, actually. I don't remember, though. I never remember anything. You know, it might actually be easier to find the Diglett now that it's not sandstorming. Because that was like one of the issues when I was looking for the Diglett, is just that there was just so much sand. It was hard to see. But I don't know, I might still want to use the guide. Just out of convenience. Oh, hi. Oh, hi, Mark. Who are you? Oh, yeah. I'm just getting apricorns from these NPCs now. Also, I did get some information from Wolf Kaminari in chat about the donating watts for, like, the stuff in the dojo. And I don't think I'm going to donate for all the stuff there, because you need like millions and millions of watts to do that, so... That just sounds like a giant pass to me. So, that's probably not going to happen. Okay. And see, this is good we're facing ground types, because this will actually be easy for Ice Ninetales. Or Ice Tails, as I like to call it. No. Protect can bite me. I hate Protect that much. Ooh, this one's Razor Leaf? Okay, Lurantis, I'm definitely actually, I think was Fomantis Gen 7? Okay, I did use that. I did use that when I played through Moon. Cause I could not remember, like, the grass type I used. And it's like, okay, it was probably Lurantis then. Because I had Razor Leaf. Because that's usually what I base my grass type on, if it can learn Razor Leaf. That sounds right. Yeah, it was really good. It was one of my best team members. I'm trying to remember all that I used in Pokemon Moon. I definitely used Primarina, because that was the starter I chose. I used Mudsdale, because it was a horse, of course. And then Lurantis. I wanted to use Salazzle, but again, due to how hard it was to get a female Salandit, I ended up not using it. Then I used it here and thought it was great. Okay, Bubble Beam. I'm probably going to erase Aqua Jet since it's more special than physical. I want to say I used the Electric Bug too. But I don't remember what else I used. I'd have to open my game and find out. Okay, I'll beat you and then I'll start. Oh, I saw a Diglett in the background. Yo, no problem, Joker. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you as well. I think it just got to a point where I was tired of trying. I'm like, I'm gonna move on. And then I just didn't get... I don't even think I even got Salazzle in that game. If I did, it was after I already had an established team anyway. So let's see, we have a Leafage, we have Razor Leaf, Fury Cutter, and then Ingrain. I want to get rid of Leafage. Which I know that's... Leafage is like the meme, but... I don't know. I'll probably get another better grass move over time. Okay. Diglett. Yeah, there was a Diglett here. Now, there's still more Diglett. There's still one more Diglett I have to find. And it should be easy to find because the weather. Come here. I just want to get rid of this guy because he's flying around and should be some nice experience for Ice Tails. Yes, it is an Alolan Ninetales. It's an Alolan Ninetales. Oh, there it is. Okay. We found all the Diglett. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Let me just fight you, and then we'll start working on the next area. And I think we only have, like, the water areas right. I personally think both Ninetales look beautiful, but they're both beautiful in their own unique ways. Yeah, not just the Workout Sea. There's like another like island area I still have to get to. Aquatail. I guess I can remove Water Gun for Aquatail. Eh. Okay. So we are done with that. Actually, ooh, there's a cutscene here. I need to do this. Oh, but I need to have Cub Fu with me. Oh, experience! I want it. I'll do this fight first. I'll do the Diglett stuff before I start working on Cub Fu. I do need to add Cub Fu to my team, though, because it needs to... I think it'll need to get some experience so I can actually, like, do the challenges that we want to do later. Unfortunately, I'm going to switch out to Lopunny, actually. Actually, no, I'll swap out the Zoroark. Because I know I have Night Slash, which I believe is physical. Actually, what... Yeah. That didn't do very much. I guess it does have a lot of HP, even if it is. I actually don't remember. Okay, there we go. Whoa, that got me more experience than I was expecting. That's okay, though. Okay, X-Scissor. That, I think, is going to be better than Fury Cutter, for sure. Okay. What's next? Workout Sea, and then we have Stepping Stone Sea and Insular Sea. Okay, so the Workout Sea. I work out. Actually, I don't have to go too far, because I'm in this area anyway. Okay, let me look at... I mean, I think it did get some patches. I don't know if it's fixed, like, all the weird glitches, though, but... Okay. Looks like we have fog. Ooh, you can find Blissey in the fog. else? No, looks like that's it. I mean, it was definitely a time crunch, a self-imposed time crunch. It was a time crunch that they didn't need to force on themselves, but they did it anyway because reasons. Okay. I'm gonna do this. Put you in front. Wait, what is... Oh, Zora. The mini form of the Pokemon I'm using right now. Solid Clefairy Says reference. Squeak, squeak. I do like the squeak, squeak from the hammer, though. Yo, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Okay, so there's one Diglett here. I may have already gotten it. I didn't. D. King! D. No. So I still have 8 more. Okay, there's 3 Diglett on this island. I don't know if I got them all, though. That's a good question. I might just look at this really quick. Okay, so there's one... There's one on the island when you come in. I got this one. There's one in the red flowers over here, which I'm guessing I got this one. I did not get this one. Slim, do you have a favorite boy and girl designs from Pokemon Generations, or are they all equal? I mean... I wouldn't say they're all equal, but I wouldn't say there's, like, really one that I love over another. Torkoal name puns? I don't know if I'm ready for that. I'm not really a huge fan of the Gen 3 male sprite for Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. That one's just never really stuck with me that well. Wow, that's a very creative name. What did your first grade teacher think about that? You know, if I had Primarina and she was female, name her Ariel. Oh, that's a good name. That's a good name. Shoot. Yeah, freaking shark. More like Sharkado. Okay, I meant to take Primarina out of my party. Who do I want to stick in now? Okay, and this is not a neutral, so... God, I have too many Pokemon. Okay, I do want to start working on Kubfu, getting him up some levels. Because I'll need to, probably. Let's put... Since we're in the water right now, let's put you in the back. Let's see. I need to go all the way to these islands in the background. It's kind of annoying that it's fogging because it's going to make navigating this place a lot harder. I've already missed the island that I was supposed to go to. Maybe I didn't. Maybe that's just like a general location it shows. Okay, I found the edge. Kubfu to handle the trial should be 75. Yeah, don't spoil things. Okay. Let's see. It's all good. As long as you know now, that's all that matters. Why are you still standing there? Hi, Wailord. You know what? I'll take it down. Why not? Oh, it's level 80? Shoot. I didn't realize it was level 80. Oh god, that's gonna be... This could be a problem. Don't use it. Okay. Oh wait, no, that's still that's gonna. It didn't get me. Okay, we got it. Yeah, the real legendary. Okay, well that's a lot of experience. That might actually... Actually, that's perfect. It gets Fomantis and Wartortle up to their evolutions, so... I will take that. Shell Smash. You don't need that. Do you remember Squirtle with sunglasses? I do remember Squirtle with sunglasses. Squirtle knows what's up. Sunglasses are what everybody needs. Ooh, Petal Blizzard. I'll remove that over Slash. Now let's get my other evolution. Petal Blizzard annoys me since it seems most grass types that get it are special attackers. Lurantis at least make good use of it. Yeah. That is good. Flash Cannon? Stop flashing people, Blastoise. Jesus. Okay. Where are my neutrals? There you are. Okay, so we got that. I need to heal up my Pokemon, though. So I'll start working on these again. I know I'm close with some of these. I know you're level 28, so you won't take too long. I'll go ahead and put you in. And... yeah, some of you guys are close, too. But I'll finish up you first. Yeah, admittedly, fog was probably not the greatest idea, and yeah, I know I can just like change the system clock or whatever, but I'll try to manage. Okay, I don't know if that was the far off island or if that was the one closest to land. Actually, I think this is the... Yeah, I think this is the other island. Whew. So 4 more Diglett. Okay, so yeah, there's still 3 on here, and then there's... that one on the far off island. Okay, so let me go to this. Okay, 135. It's near a tree. Okay, I must have gotten that one. Okay, there's like 2 on the beach. I got one of the ones on the beach. Okay, there we go. There we go. It's like I thought I saw it right there. Okay, I just have one more. Ooh, a repeat ball. Okay. Now let's try to get back to the mainland. I say as I find the out of bounds frame. I say as I find another out of bounds. How am I this lost? I could just fly. I could just fly to the... Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. We found some land. You're true. That's true. We did. We found some land. I got lost at sea. Okay, so I have to find the other one. Okay, so I need to find... Okay, 133. Okay, it's the one that's closest to where I am at the very least. All I have to do is go to the edge of the beach. I believe it's this one. And see, this is perfect, because I won't actually get lost now, because I could actually see it from the island. Okay, we got it. Okay, later, Joker. Let me see. Can I get another Chansey over here? Next, we're going to the Stepping Stone Sea. Which, that shouldn't be too bad. Wish I could actually fly over there. I don't know why you can't. There should have been more flying locations in this island. I mean, not that it's a huge island or anything, it's not, but... I don't know. It's kind of weird. Damn Sharpedo. Yeah, but still. I could have still done something else. Insular Sea. I don't want the Insular Sea, though. I want the Stepping Stone Sea. Here we go. So there's like 4 Diglett on this one island. Is there a Diglett here? If so, I don't see one. Oh, there's one. 6 more Diglett. Okay, yeah, I have to get all the ones here. Where is it? Rage. Okay. Okay, red flowers by the berry bush. Okay, we got them all. Now I have to go south some more. To the other islands. These shouldn't take too long. Two more Diglett. There's one right next to it. That one actually said DDD. He's a fan of King DDD. Okay, so you want wheezing for wheezing. I see how it is. Oops. That's okay. I'll take you on, Sharky. Sharky McSharkface. Careful. Actually, I might put Lopunny in the lead because at least Lopunny can has high jump kick, so that would actually do good damage against the Sharpedo. Yo, hey Gamer David. How you doing? I'm just looking for Diglett right now. You know how it is. Okay, one more area. Oh, sorry to hear that, man. Feel better soon, though, okay? Fine, I guess I'll just surf north again. Here, let me try. I'm gonna attack the shark! Hell yeah! Damn sharp skin, though. Sharp skin is cringe. Except when you have it. In that case, it's the best thing ever. Okay, so now I have to go to the Insular Sea. The last area. The last area with Diglett, and then I'm good. I wonder what Pokemon I'll get from getting all the Diglett. Maybe Diglett. I mean, it gave me Poplio for one of them, so it's not just like certain forms. Okay. Okay, back in the Insular Sea. There's supposedly 3 Diglett on here, and then 3 on the other mesh of islands. I see a Blissey! Or not a Blissey, that's just Chansey. But still. Oh, it disappeared. Or maybe it was just an Execute. Maybe I just couldn't see right. There's Executor. Mild Mint. Another Twig. I'm not seeing any Diglett, aside from the first one I found, so... I might want to... On the northern island, part of the island near some grass... There we go. On the eastern part of the island in the sand, near some red flowers. Well, I'd hope she'd hop. She's a bunny. The last one's near some red flowers near the berry bush. Which I think I got that one when I jumped on the island, so I think we're good. I think we want to go over here. Wow, they got lazy with this. Okay. That's all the Diglett. We got them. Yeah, hop away. Hop, hop, hop. Yeah. Okay, well, let's do this. Let's celebrate by taking out a Sharpedo, and then we'll get our reward. High jump kick. Ooh, Brick Break. Love that move. Love Brick Break. Would that count as 5 or 3? You know what? That's actually a good question. It's a very good question. Okay. Ah, including the one that just came back, the number of Diglett that have come back is What? Oh, 151 Diglett came back. Thank you so much. Thanks to you, all my Diglett have come back. Dispec! I think this Diglett is saying that you're worthy of its respect because you found them all. Together. What? You want to go together with this trainer because you respect him? D. I feel a bit sad, but... if that's what it wants, I'll respect its wish. Please take good care of Diglett. Yay. Diglett became your Pokemon. Okay, well, we got Diglett, I guess. Okie dokie. Well, we did the thing, guys. I'm assuming you don't have anything else. I have 150 Diglett, so I don't care about that one. Wow. Brutal. Okay, well. Hey, it's fine. Brock and Karagagunk are like BFFs forever. Okay, so we need to start doing some training and raising and leveling up. So I need to find the best way to do that. I want to say you can find Chanseys. In this region. This is where I kind of... and this is like the one thing I'm excited about trying Gen 9 for. This is why I kind of wish I'd have the ability to send a Pokemon out and let it level up like you can do in that game. Could also just give experience items. I might do that for Cubfu just to speed the process along. Because apparently I need it like 50 more levels higher or something. I may regret doing this. I know it's part dark, I think. But the psychic counteracts it. Okay, that's right. So it's going to do neutral damage. Damn. I just don't know the best way to train at this point. I guess I could go to my fallback from the base game, I guess. Outrage Isle or whatever it's called. Let me do this at least. What do my experience things look like even? I do have a lot of experience candies. Uh... How much will one do? That's a lot. Let's give it 10. 300,000. Oh god, 65? I wasn't expecting to get that high. Okay then. I guess the EXP candies are pretty efficient ways to get them up that high. Let's get rid of Rock Smash. Dynamic Punch. I'm trying to think of like what weaknesses I should try to counter. It's only a 50 accuracy though. I'm not really crazy about that. I might learn counter though. Close combat. I gotta actually go to those spots, though. Those Kubfu spots. So I'll just do that, and if I see any Pokemon along the way that I can take down conceivably with my team members, I'll do that. Okay, so where do we need to go? Need to go to there. Okay, Tentacle's done. Or should I say... Oh, wait, no. I guess it's 30. I always think it's 28, but no, it's 30. Why did I think it was 28? I think there is like a water Pokemon that evolves kind of in that range. That's probably what I was thinking of. Oh, Chansey, you being such an experience bag. Okay. Tentacruel. Hello, I am Tentacruel. I don't know why I have an accent like this. Let's see, it's level 30, it's neutral. Now, where'd that Diglett go? That's what I'm kind of curious about. Oh, there it is. It's level 20, so it's actually about to evolve. I actually don't hate that nature. I do not hate that nature for Diglett. Makes it even faster, and it's not like it uses any special attacking moves. So I think that's actually pretty decent. I'm running out of space, though, for stuff in this team. I might need to start moving some stuff. I think I will have to soon, too. Okay, you evolve at level 40. That's when you finish. You guys are close to your respective evolutions. I'll start working on Whismur then. Okay, since we have a psychic type there. Well, I mean, you're also a psychic type, I guess. Okay, Slowpoke, have you ever been taken out by a Whismur? You have now. No, I did not get a new chair. There was never a time I was supposed to get a new chair. The bed was the new piece of furniture I got this year. Maybe a new chair next year. We'll see. But nope, I still have my creaky chair. I hate this chair. I used to love it because this was a new chair like a few years ago, but over time it just kind of got used, I guess. I need to look into potentially getting like one of those gamer chairs, like I know that Bobo has like a chair, one that a lot of streamers use, something like that, basically. Okay, there's Loudred. He's so loud. Ooh, Bite, definitely. Definitely learning that. I don't need Sleep Talk. Zoroark being the ultimate troll for Ultra Necrozmans and making the fight easy. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I like Zoroark. It just looks really cool. Okay, we're going out to the fog again. I better put Lopunny back in front in case Sharpedo attacks again. Hi, Gyarados. You're fighting your Choodle. Wait, wasn't there an NPC that's supposed to be like... Wait, is that... Oh, that's mine! I'm dumb. I saw that, Gyarados. Isn't there supposed to be like an NPC that's like right here that's like, hey, you should spend some quality time with your bear? Maybe it's on the island. Also, hey Ringer, yes, I'm streaming Digimon today. Hey Digimon, hey Digimon. Monster friends to the boys and girls. Hi, bird person. You know, Ringer has a name, Cass. Yo. Oh, you know what? Let's troll this Alakazam. I'll make it think it's gonna fight a fighting type. Hey, look at this fighting type. Look at this fighting type you can totally use a psychic move against. Up. Never mind, it's a dark type. Let's see, where am I going? Yeah, I have no idea where that event is for Kubfu. It should be right there. I remember there was an NPC that was like, hey, spend some time with your Pokemon, and then they're not there, though. I'm not seeing them. Okay, that is a fighting type, though. I do not want to be against that. Maybe they were over on this island. Because I remember, like, I saw that last time. Like, that's why I was like, oh, I need to actually have Kubfu in my party. Oh, maybe I can't be on my bike or something? I don't know. There they are. I guess I didn't go far enough. Okay, you can totally be on your bike. You are now the best of friends. Wow, I'm surprised that that's all it took. But let's go to see some of these other places, though. Wow! It's a desert! Oh, honestly, there's some good experience I could probably get here. Am I Silver the Hedgehog? Why would I be Silver the Hedgehog? Oh, he was fascinated by a desert? I did not know that. No! Oh, damn. That hurt. That's what I hate about high jump kick. If you miss... God, it hurts. Damn. Wapani Theta. You know what? I could probably use Kung Fu for this. You know what? Let's put Kung Fu in front, then. He's a fighting type, so yeah, that should be more than doable. God, why did she have to miss that? That's a little unfortunate. Who are you helping with that hand, anyway? Okay, Loudred still has another 10 levels to go, though. Larvesta has another 5, but... Kubfu's face reminds me of Haydox's profile pic that he uses in his videos. Well, I'll have you know, Ringra, I have no idea who that is, but I'll take your word for it. Is that a Chansey? It is. Give me experience. I want experience. Chansey's the best for experience. Well, Blissey would be the best, but... Until we find a Blissey, Chansey will have to do. To go to the top of that tower for another one. Oh, inner focus. I love that. Because Intimidate sucks. Swagger! Okay, good. Nurse Joy's assistant is always a good EXP tool. Yeah. That's kind of the sad nature of that. There is some truth to that statement. Now, for some reason, bringing up Nurse Joy reminds me, or, well, I guess just Chansey in general, reminds me of that episode with the, where all the characters work at, like, a hospital. And then, like, there's, like, this animated gif that's out there of, like, Chansey slapping Meowth's face. It's so good. I remember PokeSins, like, send that episode pretty heavily because of the Doctor, who is kind of a creep, not gonna lie, but... that Meowth slapping Chansey is... or, this Chansey slapping Meowth is pretty great. I kind of want to just put that GIF up on the screen for the rest of the stream. Okay. I think I have one more place to visit. Ah, the cave. It's a brawler's cave. It's a brawler's cave. Is it you? No, you're the apricorn. You're the apricorn lady. Oh, that was the first time I got green apricorns? That's interesting. Yeah, I'll fight you. Your evolved form should theoretically give more experience, but I mean this is not an Exploud, so could be more experience. Have you been able to make Gen 2 Pokeballs? I mean, I haven't yet, but I know you could. I haven't really been focused on, like, all the little, like, item quests in this DLC. I've just been focused on Pokedex and Diglets, and that's really about it. It does seem like there is, like, a lot you can do with, like, items and stuff here. Where is that NPC? Well, before we fight that NPC... I found the GIF. I probably won't leave it on for the whole stream, but I'll put it up for a little bit. Hey, it's Golduck. But where is the NPC that I need to find? Probably across the water here. Yep, I knew it. I should probably still take it off, though, because I don't want to get, like, DMCA'd or anything like that. Or content ID'd or something. That GIF reminds me of the airplane movies. That's something. Let me see. How much XP do I get from Swoobat? Come on. All I wanted was his charm, which just turned out to be embedded inside his head. Didn't they just fix a lot of the problems in that episode with, like, super glue or something? That sounds right. Come on, Chansey, where are you? Look how that Lillipup is, like, trying to get up on here. Honestly, they probably should be flying fairy types. There was one episode of iCarly where Chuck slapped Spencer to Kingdom Come while he was there as a student. I thought you were going to say, remember that episode of iCarly where Chansey slapped Meowth? That was my favorite episode of iCarly, honestly. Okay, let's show the master our Kubfu. What's this? What's this? Let's see how you and Kubfu are getting along. Bearmore. Good, good. You two are just the best of friends now, aren't you? Kubfu's really become more confident. How wonderful. I dare say I think you're both ready. Follow me, you two. You two? Like the band U2? Elevation! Dum dum dee dee, la la dee da. Phew, I guess this is as good a spot as any. Now then, Slim and Kubfu, if you want to become stronger, there are special training grounds just for Kubfu. Prepare yourselves for the Towers of Two Fists. The blue tower is the Tower of Waters, and the red tower is the Tower of Darkness. Choose wisely, since you'll only be able to climb one of the two towers. Kubfu's fighting style will change depending on the tower you choose, and the type it gets will change as well. Think carefully. Each tower is 5 stories tall, and each floor has a tough opponent waiting for you. Make sure you level up Kubfu properly before trying to climb up. You can reach both towers by heading through the Forest of Focus. You might even be able to find a shortcut if you can ride your bike across the river. I'm really looking forward to when you two make it to the top of one of those towers. It's going to be so exciting. The Towers of Darkness. Why do I feel like the Tower of Darkness might be easier? Because maybe it's like more dark type relevant? Anyway, I'm going to check something really quick. Okay, according to this... According to this, they're both the same Pokemon. It's just their typing will depend on the type they get or whatever. I'm not sure what I'd want, though. I'm kind of more interested in the dark, if I'm being honest. I might do the Darkness Tower. Okay. Gonna still do a little more training though before I do that. So I'm not gonna do this just yet. You must climb Mount Doom and take out the Eye of Sauron. I don't know about that. So I'll probably do a little more training with Kubfu. I think that person said 75 earlier. I kind of feel like maybe 75's not going to be that necessary, but I don't know. Depends on what we're up against, I guess. I'm going to go back to my normal training spot. Because I'm used to this training spot. Let's see. I went with the water when you first played. Well, I hope you didn't get wet. Ah! Ah, normal type. Excellent. Wait, that's a dark type move. Lopunny can't use Night Slash. That's because it is not a Lopunny. Damn Sandstorm. You're not influencing? You're not being a social media influencer? Real talk, I kind of hate that, like, social media influencer is, like, actually a job title. Like, I understand them being in existence, and there should be, because, you know, social media is important and everything, but I don't know. I think it's kind of cringe whenever someone says, I'm an influencer. Why not call it like something like... Because there's got to be a better name for it, you know? Like that's kind of my problem, it's just the name of it. Like Advisor? Strategic Planner? Something like that. Yeah, like that's exactly what I think of too, Gaming Doc. It's like exactly what I think of. Magic Powder. I'm a psychic type. I'm still using dark moves. Okay, one more level for Loudred. Wait, wasn't there a guard? Yeah, there was. Oh. Ah! Thank you, Dark type. Okay, Loudred is evolving. Now we can focus on those other ones. And then after I do the tower, I'm guessing I'm just going to look through the Pokedex at that point and find out what exactly we need to finish the decks here. Yo, thanks C9 Cage. I appreciate it. So I'm assuming the tower is the last of the main quest we have to do for this place. Okay, so go all the way back here. You're neutral. Okay. I feel like Clauncher's got to be somewhat close. Look at the little Clauncher. Look at the little Clauncher. So, let me look. This is special. It does more damage, but I don't know if... Okay, that's fine. Both of those can one-shot Galorks, so... That's all I really care about. So while I'm doing this, if anyone has any questions or discussion topics to bring up, let me know, because this would be a good time to do that while I'm grinding could use experience candies as well, admittedly, but I could also not use them. Plus, I don't think you get, like, IV values from those, so that's why I'm still trying to do a little bit of this. Also, is it IVs or EVs? I don't even know anymore. Slim, what do you think about my invisible coffee mug? Oh, I love the transparent nature of it. It means you can't hide anything behind it. So it shows that you're, you know, being open about yourself. Okay, there's Clauncher. Clauncher's done. That's a big-ass claw. Also ass. What are your goals for 2023? Well, it's going to be incredibly boring because I feel like it's the same goal that I've had for the last several years, but I really need to get my weight and stuff under control. I've just been doing not the best job with staying on top of that, and I just finally want to kind of get that stuff done and taken care of. I guess kind of a combination of that and just kind of getting, like, you know, my priorities and stuff figured out. Especially since if my education loan relief is still awaiting, it's approved, but it's, like, still going through, like, court hell right now. And say, like, once that does go through, I feel like that's a good opportunity for me to kind of, you know, realize that, okay, don't need to worry about money right now. I need to just kind of focus on my health and saving up money so I can not only get a place on my own, but also just continue to live a nice, healthy lifestyle. Stuff of that nature. But that's essentially my goals moving forward. Did you know if you grow apples in the right place in Tibet, the skin color is purple and called black diamond? That's pretty awesome. That sounds neat. I did not know that, though. No, not Ditto. Hi, I'm Ditto! Can I get rid of Ditto in one shot? Yep. Okay, good. Not gonna get a lot of experience for this, but whatever. Have you ever heard of the Henry Stickmin collection? I have. I don't really know what those are, but I've heard of it. I'm sure that someone mentioned something. It's like, oh yeah, the name definitely rings a bell, though. Another damn Ditto. There used to be Newgrounds playing Click. Okay, gotcha. I played a lot of point-and-click games when I was younger. Probably younger than what even Newgrounds was. Played a lot of King's Quest with my dad. Now there's a series I need to play on YouTube at some point. I just, it's gonna be rough, because, like, the first few games I haven't really played, and they're, like, more, like, text parser games. And I'm not as familiar with those, so those will be kind of rough, but once you get to the point-and-click King's Quest games, like, those were my jam, and I know those so well. Okay, let's get rid of Bite. Because we have Crunch now anyway. I just love how... Oh, you know what? Kakarot down there is actually good because I'm getting the stab from Dark-type moves. How are the new Mario Kart 8 tracks if you tried them? I did try them, and I actually uploaded a video on my YouTube channel of me playing them yesterday. They're pretty good, though. I enjoyed them. I think it is the best set so far, for sure. They picked some nice tracks. And, even the ones that returned, like, they were good tracks, too, and... even featured Peach Gardens, which I think was probably the highlight for me. I like how, like, it just, like, you do 2 full laps, then you do the last lap in reverse. Kind of makes the track a little unique from its original rendition. So, yeah, they're pretty cool. They're pretty good. Damn it. I mean, I'll still get stabbed from this, I guess. Damn it. I was afraid of that. I didn't even want to face Braviary anyway. Okay, one more level for Larvesta. And I know Kakarot has a few more levels, because I think that its evolution's in the 40s, if I'm not mistaken. Revive. I'm not going to use a max revive. Oh my god. These frickin' Behemoths and their warping nonsense. How much does knockoff do? Oh, it still one-shots him. I don't hate that. Ditto. Oh, Obstagoon. Okay. god. I guess that wasn't normal type move. That's dark normal, so... Also dark normal. I'll put Kubfu against it since I'm still trying to train it. Oh, okay. There we go. Krokorok's done. We just have Sandygast and Larvesta to evolve, and then we're caught up. And I still have some of those, but that's fun. What a handsome croc, indeed. Okay, I'm gonna do this before I... Let me move this box over to this box. And... Okay. Perfect. I know I can get some of these alternate forms, but I don't think any of these will actually add to the Pokedex, so I'm not going to bother. Sandygast, I feel like, is close to evolution, if I'm not mistaken. It's got a little bit to go. You know what? I kind of feel like just making him get up there, so maybe I'll just get him close now. Let's use a large candy. Okay. There we go. Probably I'll take 2 more battles, I think. After we do this, I'll be caught up on Pokedex numbers. As far as I know, anyway. There's probably Pokemon I can capture right now, but... Okay. Okay, Palisand. Eh? Why is that there? Wait, where's Crocodile? Oh, I didn't actually switch you over there. Okay, whoops. Why did I give this Dugtrio that nature? I feel like this is not a great nature for it. High special attack for a physical attacker? It's kind of weird. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think we're good. I mean, I still have to get Larvesta to Volcarona, but that's neither here nor there. Here, I'll put Ninetales back in. Yo, thanks, Slickstar Wolf. Okay, where is... Give me that Golurk. This should be the last one. If not this one more. Finally, Volcarona. Why does this thing evolve at 59? I'll have no idea ever. Ah, Quiver Dance. That's an interesting move. That's an interesting move. Doesn't learn it. Again, if I want to set it up for something special, I can always do that later. Okay, let's go back to here. And we're going to go to the Tower of Darkness. You always get confused with my birthday and your best friend's birthday? Well, here's a trick, Ringra. My birthday's better. No, I'm kidding. I don't actually mean that. It's cool they have a friend's birthday nearby. I know that, Psycho Nacho Man from Bobo's community has the same birthday as me, and also Kibatu, someone who I used to do multi-world Sunday streams with, also has a birthday on the 26th. Okay, it's time to see how Kubfu will do at these challenges. And we'll see if he needs a few more levels or not. I feel like level 70 should be fun. I think someone in here said 75, but I don't know. I mean, if we're going to be up against dark types, for example, this should be pretty free. I did heal, so we good. I need to see if I can actually make the evolution item for Slowbro. I probably can. Or Slowking, whichever Galarian one we'll get. I'm not sure. Hey, hold this. Yes, this is the Isle of Armor. Hello, Slim. Master has already sent word. This is the Tower of Darkness. It's a special training ground that only Kubfu can use. If you want to climb the tower, please make sure his Kubfu is the only Pokemon on your team. Fine. Sorry, guys. Person says you need to go in the box. Hey, there you go, level 70. Ooh, so you really have to pick. Yeah, I want to send Kubfu down the path of darkness. Hell yeah, let's do it. Walking only a path of light will not help broaden your perspective. You must learn to use both the light and the dark. Let me show you how. Zorora. I feel like Brick Break should be fine. It's either 65. God, I frickin' hate Sucker Punch. There we go. Yeah, that's a good reason. I mean, if you got the other one, do the other one. Light and Dark Aside, you have certainly broadened my perspective. Darkness is probably the easier one because it's, you know, dark types. Okay, then. Scraggy? Can't wreck Scraggy. Yeah, I probably could have done this at level 65, honestly. But I had to raise those other Pokemon, so... I can't wait until we beat this place and then we get the, all creation limit break for Yuffie, though. Or Yuffie. Get it? Because this is like the pagoda in Final Fantasy VII. NK. Okay, this one will probably take some damage. Because this is going to be only neutral. I'll try close combat. Phew! Oh, excuse me. Couldn't mute in time. Right now we're equal with a pinrail, yeah. Yo. It's Crocky Boy. Shame you're still gonna get wrecked. Damn, Protect. You can take your Protect strats and then just throw them out the window. Yeah, Protect Rage. Okay, let's do this. Last one. Hey, it's Mustard. There you are. I figured you'd choose the Tower of Darkness, so I decided to wait for you here. Slim, Kung Fu, you've both done well to get this far. Babear! Your final opponent is little old me. It's been a while since the last time I battled like this, but I think you can handle it. A stream too clear is avoided by fish Pokemon. We all need some darkness in our lives. Let me be the one to teach you the final lesson on the essence of darkness. Holy crap! Does he have like Zoroark hair right there or something? That's interesting. Okay, Kubfu versus Kubfu. I'll need to get serious if I'm to take you on. Hone your senses now and let the battle sharpen you. Show me how you can... Okay. Okay. You know what? Yeah, it does. Get wrecked. What? Oh, Focus Sash. Oh, that's so dumb. I might need to heal. Well, actually, mine should be faster. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Hell yeah. God, I hate Focus Sashes so much. You young folk grow so fast, it never ceases to amaze me. Because, like, I know he attacked first that first round, but that's because I used counters, so... What a team. Impressive. Most impressive. Wahahaha. I knew you were worthy of my trust, Slim. You have done well, very well indeed, in raising Kubfu to this level of strength. Leon was once my best student a long time ago. He, too, attempted this trial. But he sucked. Now it's finally time for Kubfu to evolve. Go and show Kubfu the Scroll of Darkness. We're just corrupting this poor little bear. Berm? Bear. Amar. Babear. Yeah, I mean, I can see it evolving. I mean, isn't there like a mythical Pokemon that can evolve, like Manaphy or whatever its pre-form is? Yeah, Fion or whatever. Wicked Blow. Oh yeah, Cosmog too. Which I need to evolve my Cosmog in Pokemon Go at some point. Type Null. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Behold, before you stands Urshifu. Be sure to be unyielding armor that will shatter any blade turned against it. And it has mastered the style of darkness. Badark. Ha, you've certainly grown, haven't you? And to think not too long after you would have run and hid behind me the moment... No? Oh, he's probably talking to the Pokemon. Indeed, no matter how old I get, witnessing someone grow always brings joy to my heart. Slim or Shifu, thank you both from the bottom of my heart. Oh, I almost forgot. Give this to anyone who faced me when I was taking this battle seriously. Now then, let's head back to the dojo. Such talent and strength. Perhaps the time has come. The time has come! Okay, I think that's it. I think we've done everything. Yeah, it just says adventure to the Galar region to do stuff. Which means... next up is Tundra. But... yeah, I already confirmed that I knew that, Cirque. But thank you, I guess. So yeah, I don't need to get like another one unless I want to get the other one, which I don't really care to anyway. Okay, Isle of Armor Pokedex. Caught 191 out of 195. Now here's the thing. I think... let me confirm this. Is this... oh, this is Crown Tundra. Can I get to the other one? According to this, there are 211 Pokemon for the Isle of Armor Pokedex. And I'm only 20 away, so I did pretty well. But I'm still missing some. Blissey's obviously the big one, which I can get that whenever. But let's actually look through here and see which ones we're missing. And then maybe we can get them now. Okay, so we have Slowpoke, which I can get one of these. I don't think I can get both of them. So I'll need to see like which of the ones I can get. Blissey is a happiness. I can get that. Shit. I have not gotten Shinx yet. And Shinx is definitely around. Oh yeah, I can find Shinx easily. I guess it depends on the weather, though. It needs to be raining, it looks like. Raining or thundering. Okay, so I need to get the Shinx line. Okay, Alakazam, Trade Evolution. Okay, 68 through 70. I believe this is Bulbasaur in the Bulbasaur line. Caesar, Trade Evolution. 121? Is that Heracross? Yes, so I Heracross. I can look for Heracross somewhere. Politoed, Trade Evolution. Um, 194. Oh, Skrelp and Dragalage or whatever. I can't say it. Kingdra, Trade Evolution. And pretty much 208 through the rest of them. Oh, Porygon. So the whole Porygon line. And then a Pokemon called Zarude, but that's like an event Pokemon, I think. Yeah, it says event only. So, not too many Pokemon, though. Let me see. Let me go back. Let's see if I can find some of the ones. I can't believe I don't have Porygon yet. Wait. It says Porygon transfer from Pokemon Home. Oh wait, no, hold on. There's a section for Isle of Armor. Gift from Hyde in Master Dojo. That would make sense because it's 211, so it probably wouldn't count. Like, 210 is probably the number they want to head for. But really quickly, let me see if I can... Let me go to the Master Dojo for... Wait, what? You? Why are you here? Oh, hey, welcome back, Slim. Looks like you've been hard at work keeping up your training here at the dojo, eh? Yeah, what are you doing here? Surprise and nicely done, Slim. That's just the reaction I was hoping for. I'm here on the Isle of Armor to research more about Dynamax phenomenon. So I hear that you two are friends. How delightful. Hoppy Kittens here was just asking my permission to camp out on the Isle of Armor. But where's the fun in mucking about in the mud? I was telling him he should stay here at the dojo. I mean, it'd be loads easier than camping out for a long while, but wouldn't I be in the way? Everybody's welcome to wear out their welcome in the Master Dojo. Don't be shy, my boy. Besides, we're practically family already. You're the little brother of our Leon, after all. Yeah, it's true. Lee did train here while we were both kids. Alright then, Master Mustard. You've twisted my arm. I hope you don't regret it, because I'm staying. Ooh, the more the merrier. I'm pleased as punch in a gold-plated punch bowl. Which reminds me, Slim, I've got something I've been meaning to tell you about Kubfu, or really its evolution, or Shifu. The truth is, the lovable rascal is capable of Gigantamaxing too. But it's a bit tricky because it really can't stand the taste of Max mushrooms. So Max soup is off the menu unless you can make it more appealing to it. There's a certain something you can find here on the Isle of Armor, though, that'll make even Urshifu gobble up a bowl of Max soup. And that certain something is... That certain something is... That certain something is actually... The suspense here is killing me. Actually, I've forgotten what it is. Oopsie doopsie. Are you kidding me? No. Moofufufu, you're even more fun to tease than your brother ever was. The certain something I'm thinking of is sure to make Max Soup more palatable to Urshifu, and has something to do with another Pokemon. And I think I'll let the two of you figure out just what that is. Give it a good think together. You're on your own, kiddos. The world is your cloister, so get cracking. This is how your training usually goes. I've really got no Rapidash in this race, but even I'm pretty curious about that certain something. I think I read something about Urshifu in a book once, too. It's the Wushu Pokemon, right? The book said it lives in the mountains in some far-off region. Huh? You didn't know? Don't you have one, son? But yeah, I think I read that Urshifu is absolutely mad for some kind of sticky honey. Slim! Honey is made from the nectar of flowers and plants, right? So maybe we need a nectar made by some Pokemon that look like flowers and plants. And if we're looking for those kinds of Pokemon, then I reckon there might be lots in a forest. I'll be able to look into Dynamaxing along the way, so count me in for some exploration. There's a forest past that big marshland, right? Bet I can beat you there. Maybe it's poison from Amoonguss. Okay. What's your name again? Want me to share one of my recipes? Sure. So if you want TR-86, first you want to add a fossilized bird. Then you'll need a Destiny Nut, a piece of Dynite ore, and a jar of Luxsense. Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay, I forgot about exclusives. Yeah, that's probably where they are. I would appreciate that. I would appreciate that, Gaming Duck. Let's see. Okay, I still have to do... I do have to do this quest before I can get Porygon, apparently. Let me do a few things first. Let me... Can I get... I don't think I can get Shinx right now because it's not raining anywhere. So I might have to just wait for Shinx to appear. Okay, Challenge Beach. Yeah, I can't get Shinx right now. Although maybe there's like a Luxio roaming around. Because I know I saw one. Nah, it's only during a thunderstorm. Okay, later, Ringro. Yeah, it's okay. I have to wait for Shinx until I get the right weather. Okay, let me do a few things. I'll keep you in my party for now. But let me bring you guys back. Okay, so these are the trait evolutions I need. Let me see if I can... Maybe I'll try to get one of these figured out first. Was that a Chansey? It was, but... Right, yeah, give me a minute, Gaming Duck. The Roaring Sea Caves area. Wait, what? No, I want the other one. Oh, it's on the island. Right, okay. Let me go there really quick. Give me 8. Oh, I definitely... Okay, I'm guessing I can't get the other one until the Crown Tundra. Okay. Okay, which one? Okay, this is Slowbro. Slowbro has better special attack. Does Slowking have better normal attack? Not really. Kind of wish I would have had 2 of these. I guess I can just make another one and get both neutrals, so that's not a big deal. Okay, yeah, I'll just use this. Excuse me. Okay, use this on Slowpoke. Slowbro. Shell sidearm, sweet. Okay, I'll have some trade evolutions to do too, if that's okay, Gaming Duck. I personally think you probably wouldn't mind, which is why you're even doing this in the first place, but just letting you know now, ahead of time. I want to be respectful of your time. That's all. Okay. Now let's go ahead and do this. Get these trade evos done. I hope I actually have all of these items. I know Kadabra doesn't have any items. Alright, duh. It is Dragon Scale what you need for Kingdra, right? Yes. No, not... Yeah, Metal Coat. Okay, I think that's all of them. So... Okay, I'll get online now. My God, I don't know why my throat's acting a little weird. I don't feel sick or anything. I think it's just winter messing with me. Okay. 80, 80, 64, 64. Oh yeah, that's another thing I need. I do need Bulbasaur, but... I'll focus on this for right now. I think Bulbasaur is the only other thing I need. I don't... Okay. So I'll do the trade Evos first. Trade it. Goodbye, Scyther. If someone doesn't mind, like, breeding a Bulbasaur or something, or giving me a Bulbasaur, I would really appreciate it, but... Again, I'm not gonna force anyone. That'll be a huge chunk. Shinx is like the weird one, because that's one I'll actually need to like keep checking back on different days. That's a shame, because I actually do really like Luxray. So it's a shame that that's the one that's not going to be in my possession. I love how my Kadabra has, like, bad attack. But, I mean, it's a special type, so, like... It's a special machine, so it can have low attack. As long as it has better stats. For something that I can actually use. I should have realized that Heracross was a version exclusive. Slim, I have a spare Ivysaur you can have. Oh, thank you, Cirque. Okay. Yeah, we can get on that after me and Doc are done. If you don't mind. Oh, for a minute I thought my Alakazam knew Bubble Beam, but no, that was the Poliwhirl. So yeah, that'll take care of those. So let's see, I was 20 away. Heracross makes 19. The 4 trade evolutions I'm getting makes 15. The Bulbasaur line makes 12. The Skrelp line makes 10. I still have to get Porygon. That's 3 right there, 7. Then the Shinx line. That's 3 more. That's 4. Blissey is 3. Slowking is 2. What's the other one? Yeah, the red colored stats are good. The blue ones are bad. There's one more I'm missing. I don't remember if I counted Heracross or not. I think I did. I think that was like the first one. Yeah, I'll scroll through my list again if I have to. Okay. Because the event, I counted the event Pokemon, so. Ooh, a speedy Heracross? Nice. And I mean, hey, if it's a nature, if I want another nature, I can just breed it for another one, so. I'm not really too picky. I was picky about the Salazzle, though, because, or the Salandit, because it needs to be female. That's the thing. Okay, so I have all these, which means I'm going to start trading random stuff now. Here, have one of the Eevees. Okay, got Heracross. And I'll give one of the Applins, too. And I believe this is for my Kingdra back. And that should be it. That should be it. Actually, no, I might be caught up because I don't think I counted. I don't think I counted the Slowbro I just got, which would make it down to 19. So yeah, I think I am actually on track with everything I need. Okay. Thank you so much, Duck. I appreciate it. Okay, give me just a second, Cirque, if you're about ready. I just want to move things around a little bit. Ooh. A Spanish Helicross? A Spanish Heracross? Honestly, this is a pretty good nature, honestly. It's not a special attacker, and... yeah, I'll keep this one. I won't breed this one. All these... okay, you're not... let me move some of these to my neutral party. Okay. And Dragalage or whatever. I'll put you here for now. I just thought of something. Maybe... I just thought of something in regards to the Pokedex. I think I think I can technically get Slowking because I mean, when I get to the, because I'll be able to do that in Crown Tundra anyway. But I think that the Pokedex would also count like a Kanto Slowking, so I could technically get that now. But I'll just wait till the I'll just wait till I get to the Crown Tundra one and get that one. So that one will be added later. So I'm gonna breed you later. I'll do that off camera since you guys don't need to sit through that. Happiness, I'll work on you later for that. Okay, Cirque, are you ready? Let me just look at my 198. Yeah, well, we should make it up to 200 at least. Just let me know when you're ready, Cirque. $42, $42, $42. 42. That's a lot of 42s. Okay. Give me it. Okay, that's fine. I appreciate that. What do I want? This. Like trade. Code. 42. 42. 42. 42. And then the Ivysaur, that's probably something I'll breed and work on in my spare time as well. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record for your baby. This search is taking a long time. Oh, never mind. There it is. Okay, give you anything. I'll give you... Sneasel. Thank you so much, Cirque. That's more than fun, gaming dog. Take good care of blah blah blah. That's what that text said. Okay. Sweet. Okay. Now that's all the training I'll have to do until Porygon, but I'll worry about that later. Maybe when I get to Crown Tundra, if I already have it. Because I apparently have some more work to do here. Like, I apparently still have some other stuff to do. So, I'll just focus on that then. See, I'll breed you, and we'll work on that later. Okay, well, let's get back into... destroying Hop, as he's probably going to get lost in the forest. You probably figured it out, but the Alolan starter you get is based on the starter you picked at the start. I honestly did not know that. I did not figure that out, but that is good to know. And that, I guess that would make sense. Okay, I'm going to turn off the connection, though, because I don't want it to lag. Hop, are you getting lost in the forest? I bet you are. It's still lagging, though. I might need to, like, hard exit this place. Wait, did I? No, it says I'm not connected, so I don't know. That's weird. You are now offline. Have a nice day. Hop, are you dead? Are you dead in this forest? Oh, that's cool. Finally, Slim, I've been waiting forever for you. I thought Glimwood Tangle was a real maze, but this place is on an entirely different level. And it's so hot and humid that I'm sweating a pond over here. Sonia and I split up places to survey, and she opted for the cold and snow and all. Too bad we can't somehow divide the heat up between us, too. We'd both feel a bit better. Anyway, I was checking out the Forest of Focus place when I was watching the show up, and I saw signs that Lilligant and Applin live here. Maybe we can gather a bit of sweet nectar that Urshifu should love from their flowers and fruit. So do we need to, like, catch them? It's a Batil. I wasn't looking at which is what I'm looking for. Okay. But I already have a Lilligant. Looks a bit lost. Yeah, now that you mention it, it's still pretty little. Maybe it got separated from its parents. Are you my parent? Whoa, who you're glomming onto, mate? You must really be lost if you think I'm your mum. And now I'm stuck. And now I'm stuck. Okay, I gotta look for a Lilligant. I know there were Lilligant on that one island. I'm gonna put Fire Tails in front, since we'll probably have like a lot of grass types to deal with here. And fighting types, because apparently extra sensory is good against this. Lilligant. Are you a Lilligant? No, but you are. And before the Lilligant's like, wow, I can't believe you're getting lost in this forest. How cringe. Okay, you're following me. Good. You still following me? Yeah. If this was Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, it would have just, like, glitched over the water. I think this was where it was. Yeah. Look who it is. Hi, beautiful. Finally. Didn't take me that long, asshole. So, can we borrow some of your nectar? You're way too excited, Hub. You just ate it. Okay, well, we're not done yet. Come on. Where's that tan growth? There it is. Hi, I'm a tan growth. This is my voice for some reason. App. Oh my god, this Pokemon's using apps! Oh, I wonder where it is. Ouch, that Applin clocked you right in the head. Is your head feeling a bit moist? That's not someone you should. That's not something you should probably ask someone. Is your head moist? He licked my head. That's it! Let's ingest poison! Yep. He licked my head. I've got an idea. Ah! I actually figured we'd be going to that island anyway. Because that was the place where I originally found Lilligant. Okay, am I going in the right direction at least? I think I am. I think I am. See, it's storming here. Why can't I find I almost said a jinx. A Shinx here. Oh, I'm hitting the border again. We be crossing the sea. Flame, you need to stop. You're out of control, okay? Out of control. I don't think I'm even moving anywhere. I don't even know if I'm going the right way, because... I want to say it's this island with the tree. God. Leave me alone. Don't leave me alone with them. I think this is it. Actually, no, I don't think it is, because I don't think the tree was... I think the tree was in the middle, wasn't it? Maybe that's the island. Well, I just missed it, so... maybe I'll be able to see it from here. Is that really it there? Did I really just skip it, or... God dang it. Yes, I get it. You're cringe. Leave me alone. Run. Shoot. Ah! Come on. If I could have swapped to Lopunny in time, maybe I would have done this. But... it's the 27th. It is 27. Which is, funnily enough, one of my uncle's birthdays. Hi. There you are, Slim. Glad you finally made it. I'm all wet. I've seen lots of Combee around, but no signs of Vespiquen so far. But they're the ones that have sticky honey. Huh? I borrowed a power spot detector from Sonia, but why is it going off now? Is it reacting to this tree here? Something's got to be up, Slim. I think we should check it out. It's a tree. Well, what's happening now? Beep, 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 beep. Gyarg? Oh, Beehive! Oh, God. Well, bugged. I mean, surely they won't make it like a 7-star raid or anything like that. Okay. Dynamax. This was probably the worst idea that Hop's ever had. It's super effective. Sunlight turned harsh. That did more damage to me than I was expecting. But since the sunlight's going, this should be doing more damage, so... Yeah, I think we got this. Okay, its defense is going up, though. Yeah, we got it. The aftershocks of the battle caused a strange comb of honey to fall from above. A comb of max honey. Ooh, nice. I sure wasn't expecting a Dynamax Vespiquen to come swooping out to attack us. I was too shocked to even think of joining... Wimp. I just wish my character would just punch Hop in the face right there. Oh my god. You know, I kind of hate Hop. Like, I don't think he's a bad character or anything, but, like, I kind of just, like, hate him because he's who he is. I don't know. Did you now already? You put me and Slim on it, old man. There's nothing the two of us can't do together. Hoo hoo hoo, you did a real bang-up job finding that Max Honey with hardly a hint from me. Very nicely done, Slim, and our little Hop, too. You didn't forget for a second what that certain something was, did you? If we add Max Honey to our Max Soup, even Urshifu will be sure to want a sip. Or foo. Oh, it's been real, Slim, but I think you've learned a lot about just about everything the Master Dojo has to teach you, which means that you and I can finally have a proper battle with absolutely no holding back. I could use a bit of training if I'm going to be ready for what's to come, after all. I won't be pulling any punches this time, kiddo. If you think you're ready from serious and come to the battle core outback. Okay. After this, I think I can get Porygon. But yeah, I think this is going to be the last session of Isle of Armor, so I think next time we'll start Crown Tundra. So 3 sessions, it's not too bad. That's actually kind of less than I was expecting for just one of them, so that's good. And I feel like if I focus on the, if I focus on just the story stuff at first, it probably shouldn't take that long, honestly. Crown Tundra. But we'll see. Okay. You know, I've been thinking more and more these days about how fortunate we were to have you join the dojo. Even if it was a mistake but first. I can't thank you enough, Slim. It's been a while since I've been so excited. I can feel my blood burning and my heart just dancing with anticipation. I just can't resist a battle against a worthy opponent, no matter how old I get. Now then, let's get things going. This is the most fun time in the world. Mustard, I think, is the greatest character in this first DLC, though, for sure. Best character, hands down. Okay. Been a while since I faced such a strong opponent, my blood spoiling. Okay, I am a lower... Ooh, super... Oh yeah, that's right. Bounce is a flying move. Well, that sucked. I was lower level, though. So that's not too surprising, I guess. Okay, that was a little unfortunate. Well, in that case, let's bring out my Leafeon. Let's destroy them with my Leafeon. Wait, not very effective? Blaze Kick? Oh my god. Oh my god, this Mind Shao is killing me. This is just their first Pokemon. I mean, I'm also not using my level 80 and 90 here. Yeah, I'm aware of that, Gaming Doc. I think Wolf already told me that. Oh, I guess it's just fighting. I thought it was psychic. Part psychic. For some reason. No, it's just fighting. That's my fault. I probably took more damage there than I needed to. Okay, Lycanroc. Leafeon can take that out easily. Technically, I think Urshifu could too. I mean, I will. My Leafeon's like 10 levels ahead of most of their team. Oh, this could be a problem. Well, I might be able to do something with Urshifu anyway. Oh no, I can't eat berries now. Damn! Oh, thankfully recoil is a thing. This is risky, but I'm gonna go ahead and bring Ice Tails out. ¿Cómo estás? Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this. I'm surprised that didn't... Oh my god. I'm surprised Blizzard didn't one-shot it, if I'm being honest. Okay. Ow. Luxray, huh? I'm gonna keep you out. You know what? Do it again. Use Wild Charge again. I dare you. Oh, the hail stopped. Well, in that case, Fire Blast. Urshifu, yeah, I knew that was coming. Oh, right! Shoot. I forgot Dynamax. Okay, well, it's up to you, Leafeon. Oh, those damn stones. Okay, well, you know what? Let's just do this. See, I figured it'd use the frickin' water one, because I have the dark one. Yeah, I was not prepared for that battle. I mean, I had some Pokemon that were under level. For sure. And some were, like, just at the same level, and then just... I didn't know what his Pokemon were, so I could have easily just gotten type screwed too. Strength ebbs and flows. One moment you grasp for the next it slips from your hand. The strength you now have, the strength that lets you defeat me, is unwavering. Congratulations from the bottom of my heart. 30,000. 30,000. Special League card. It seems I have to redo my own training from scratch. Oh, darling, did I hear right? You actually lost? Again? Ah, so you all came. You know, I can't resist seeing you get all serious about battle, you cheeky thing. You look utterly dashing, darling. Oh, but look at me getting all distracted. You were amazing, Slim. Looks like we all need to have some max suit tonight to celebrate. I knew we weren't just a new student. I think I'll call you Master Newbie from now on. Okay, no problem, Wolf. I'm getting ready to stop myself, so... Well, I'm not surprised one bit, Slim. I knew you'd win. And you were fabulous, too, Urshifu. Even though you died immediately. Slim? Well, I guess I should congratulate you. But I won't. Why should I celebrate anything you do, huh? Still, that cleared a lot up. You're strong enough to beat the Master going all out. I never stood a chance. The next time I face you, I'll take you on fair and square, and I won't lose. You'll see. Are you sure? You're downright infuriating, you know that? Almost as bad as I am. Well, at least she's aware of her own flaws. Well, that wraps up the last of the training here at the Master Dojo. Oh, back to normal, huh, Master? Slim? Hope you'll come by and have more battles with me from time to time. It'll make us both stronger. Just so we're ready for when the time comes. Heh. Oh, don't worry. You'll find out what I'm talking about eventually. Anyway, let's all head back, shall we? Like one big family. Yeah. And that is the Isle of Armor. This is the theme song for some reason. The end. We did it. We beat the Isle of Armor. I actually thought we were done with it when we did the other thing, but no, whatever. I can't believe you beat the Master, even when he was serious. Slim, you might be able to tackle this dojo's most grueling type of training ever. Restricted sparring. If you have the courage to try it, let me know. I don't know if I want to know. Restrictive sparring sounds cringe. Anyway, look at this. It's a Porygon. Beat Berserk. You like it? Yes. Heh, I thought you might be the type. That's Porygon, a virtual Pokemon in the flesh, or in the code. Just imagine a being brought to life. Stop being cringe! Okay, cool. We got Porygon. So yeah, that's another Pokemon I'll have to trade for, but I'll save that for later. So, I'm not going to worry about that right now. He shouldn't call... Why not? He's being cringe. He shouldn't call... I don't see anywhere where that's... I should agree to that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop here. I'll probably get a few Pokemon off camera. Like, I'll probably... Of all the trades I got from Doc and Cirque, I'll probably get the natures I want and level them up. And that way we can just start fresh with Crown Tundra next time. Sounds like a good idea. Yeah, Porygon's okay. I don't really have any strong feelings towards it one way or the other. And then, next time we do some trading, I'll worry about the Porygons and, is there another trade we have? No, I think it's just Porygon. I mean, we might have to do more trading for, Crown Tundra Pokemon anyway, so we'll just save it for that. But let's go ahead and save our progress. And I'm going to go ahead and stop streaming here. Didn't get around to starting Crown Tundra, but I honestly didn't expect to have another quest be thrown at me, so that's kind of what's happening there. But let's go ahead and see who is streaming. Nobody. Nobody on my friends list is streaming, so I guess we're not going to be rating anybody. But I do want to remind you guys that later on tonight at around 8 p.m., I'll be joining Adirondack Rick on his channel for some Mario Party Superstars. Going to be playing a game for his like Christmas marathon celebration. So if you guys want to come check that out, that's his channel on screen. I might be live tomorrow for the start of Crown Tundra. I might do something with Bowser Girl tomorrow, or I might not do anything tomorrow. It's kind of up in the air. I'd say it's likely I go live, but I said that last week and that didn't happen, so just stay tuned. Check my Twitter if you're curious about what exactly I'm doing. I'll try to let you guys know when I have an answer, and we'll take it from there. But I'm going to go ahead and head out. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to save again just to be sure. And I'll catch you guys later. Later, folks.